What's up, y'all? This is Vincanity, and today we're going to be working on our inverts. Now, as you know, inverts are a move that take a really long time, and they also take a decent amount of flexibility. So today we're actually going to be focusing on getting flexible enough for inverts. Now, before we start, if you need extra help with your dancing, make sure you hop into one of my intermediate or beginner breaking classes that I teach online every single week. You can click the link below to hop in, and if you want to show even more support, you could pick up one of these t-shirts online. I got 5 brand new designs that you guys can choose from, all on my online store. Get one for yourself, get one for your little brother, your little sister, get one for your mom, your dad. Christmas is around the corner, so thank you for the support. All right, let's get started. All right, y'all, so when I first got into breaking, I was already pretty flexible. As a kid, I was really into martial art movies. I would watch them, I would see them do all these stunts, tricks, flips, all these things, and I would try to imitate it. When Power Rangers came out and I saw the Red Ranger jump up and do the splits between 2 trees, I was actually kind of jealous, and I was inspired to actually get the splits down. So I've always been pretty flexible, and so when I got into breaking, inverts and other flexible moves were just kind of a natural fit for me, right? So the stretches I'm teaching you today helped me learn how to invert and also taught me how to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the invert. Okay, so the first set of stretches is gonna be with our legs, okay? This is probably one of the most important ones, because if you cannot bend your legs this way, if you cannot bend this way, right? You cannot do an invert, right? Invert is all about folding your body in half. So this is probably one of the most important ones, okay? We're gonna put our leg out like this. And if you're like me, when you do your inverts, the easiest way for me has always been to cross, right? So we're gonna cross like this. It helps me lock in my invert, and it also just makes your invert look really nice, okay? So having your foot here, go ahead and take a deep breath in and breathe out. And again, go as low as you can. Try to push your stomach towards your legs, right? And if you're at this point, you could probably do an invert, right? If you're already bent like beyond 90 degrees, like 90 degrees is not really much of an invert, but if you get beyond 90 degrees, you're already ready to do your first invert. But we're not here for, you know, beginner level inverts. We're trying to do really nice ones. We're trying to do really deep, really beautiful inverts. So we're gonna go deeper, okay? So everyone go here, breathe in, and breathe out. Just kind of crawl your fingers down, and let's go even deeper. Ready? Breathe in and breathe out. You can even grab your foot to pull yourself down, and let's do it one more time. Ready? Breathe in and breathe out, and go as low as you can. And if you could imagine, if this is as far as you could go while doing this stretch, when you do the actual invert, you're gonna go a little bit less than this. So use this as a marker, right? However far you could go here, when you do the actual invert, you're gonna go a little bit less, right? Just because you don't have this weight pulling you down doing the invert, okay? So make sure you use this as like a measurement tool. If you wanna go deeper, this stretch has to be deeper, okay? Everyone switch legs. Other side, same thing. And go ahead and cross, just like this. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and again, place your hands on the ground. Again, we go little by little. You don't want to force this stretch upon yourself. So go ahead, breathe in, and breathe out. Use your fingers to walk yourself down. Again, we want to go lower, slowly. Ready? Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your elbows down. Again, breathing is really important for these stretches because it allows your mind to relax, it allows your body to relax, and eventually trains your body to become more flexible. One more time, grab your foot, breathe in. If you could grab your foot and breathe out. Go as low as you possibly can. We eventually want to try to really flatten out our body here so that when we do the invert, they're really deep, okay? Next stretch for our legs is straight, doing an invert with straight legs for me is like a rite of passage. If you can't do this one, right, this is like the standard invert, then you can't really build upon this. And this one is actually pretty difficult, so don't feel bad if you can't, but to really obtain inverts, you gotta get this one. So ready, take a deep breath in, breathe out. And this is the one that tends to be harder for most people. You're gonna start feeling some tension in your lower back, tension in your hamstrings. This is a stretch that most people dread because it's painful, right? It pulls on things that you're not used to pulling. But this is gonna help you not just with your inverts, but all your dancing. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Use your fingertips. Again, pushing your stomach towards the floor. And go again, ready, breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your elbows. And again, if you're able to reach your feet, grab your feet. And last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Just fold down. Making sure you're breathing. Right, nice job. And again, this one is a good measurement for your invert. This is how far you go for this. This is how far you're gonna do for the invert, okay? Now, the last stretch for our legs is a little bit less conventional. It's not something that you would do in your normal stretching routine, but for inverts, we do it. So we're gonna put our legs about this width. So if you figure like your shoulders, just a little bit outside your shoulders, right? When you do a standard invert, right? This is kind of where your legs want to be. This is where they're most comfortable, probably the most flexible too. And this is why we want to stretch from this position as well. Everyone take a deep breath in, breathe out, and fold right here. Again, place your hands on the floor, somewhere where you feel comfortable, and breathe in, breathe out. Use your fingers to pull yourself down. And let's try it again. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your elbows. And let's try it again. Reaching, if you could grab your feet, use your feet to pull yourself down. Dropping your body all the way to the ground. Ready? Breathe in. And breathe out. All the way down. And if you can get to this point, if you're completely flat, this is what we call a suitcase invert, where your body is basically flat on the ground and your arms are back and you just look like this levitating suitcase. This is the level of invert that you want to get to. You'll see a lot of people do these like handstand inverts. Those don't count in my opinion, right? You got to get it deep in order for it to really look like a nice invert, okay? So this stretch is really important to get those suitcase-like inverts, flat pancakes, okay? So those are the main stretches that you want to do for your legs in order to get nice deep inverts. Before we continue, I just want to give a quick shout out to Webull. Webull is an online stock trading platform that right now is giving away 2 free stocks when you join, valued between $250 and $250. And when you make your initial deposit of $100 or more, they're going to give you another 2 free stocks valued between $800 and $1,600. So pretty much free money. You can continue to trade stocks, or you can just take the money and run, whatever you want to do. But click the link below to get your 4 free stocks. The second part is going to be our upper body, in our arms. And this is the hardest part for most people. And what you're going to find is as you are training, as you are getting stronger, your arms tend to lose flexibility, right? If you lift weights, your arms are going to become less and less flexible. So you got to make sure that you stretch them out every single practice. We want to continue to build our strength and also build our flexibility at the same time. And if your arms aren't flexible, then you won't be able to do these movements. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up and kind of stretch out our shoulders using a stretchy band. You can do any type of stretchy band that you have. I would prefer a softer one, but if you don't have anything, just use a towel, use a piece of string, a broomstick, something like that you can hold like this. Having something stretchy is better because it'll kind of help, but just anything will work. Okay, so you're here and you want to hold tension if you have a stretchy band, and you go up, continuing holding that tension. And again, if you can't go any further, you can loosen it up a little bit, right? And you basically go from here all the way back, right? And really just open up your shoulder and your chest, right? So when you go back, stick your chest up and allow your arms to go all the way back slowly, warming up your shoulders, okay? And go back this way again, allowing your arms to reach back, sticking your chest out all the way to here, okay? The reason we stick our chest out is because it allows our shoulders to go further back. Everyone go back again. And when you do the invert, by sticking your chest up, it really allows your body to fold a lot nicer. It allows your arms to reach a lot further back than if you don't, okay? So you gotta stick your chest up. There we go, nice job. We're gonna do it 5 times total. Ready? Number 3, back up, chest up, reaching your arms back. Really just warming up your shoulders and also stretching them out. All the way back. Hold that tension the whole time, and if you want more tension, pull a little bit more. And ready, go again. Number 4. All the way back. And to the front. And we're almost done. One more time. Going up. And really stick that chest up. Reaching that arm back. If there's any point where it starts to hurt a little bit more, try to just stay on that area a little bit longer. Help stretch it out. Of course, pulling the whole time. And come back one more time. All the way to the front. Okay, so at this point you've warmed up your shoulders. You don't need this anymore. From here, what I want to show you is how to stretch using a wall. I'm using this kicking bag, but you're going to use some kind of wall to just basically help you stretch your shoulders out. And there's 2 different stretches that we're going to work on. Okay, the first one, we're just going to put our arms straight back, and basically we are going to turn this way, again extending your chest up and pulling this way, right? Don't try to pull past your limits, right? Just pull to where you feel comfortable and then push it just a little bit outside your comfort zone. And we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Ready? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other side. Same thing, hand here. And again, turn so that your arm is straight back. And again, everyone's gonna be different. Some will be more flexible than others, but just turn and breathe in and breathe out. And we're gonna count to 10. Ready? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right? So if you can imagine, when you're doing the invert, your arms are way back here. Sometimes it's gonna look like they're just straight back, but in actuality, usually they're more straight up and then inverted out, right? So if you could imagine, if your arms are here, they do reach back, but a lot of that action comes in from your chest. So that chest action is really important. So last stretch for our arms is gonna be right here, right? At the angle that you probably are gonna have your arms at. And you're gonna turn just like this, same thing, turn to where you feel comfortable. Push your limits just a little bit. Go ahead, breathe in and breathe out. And let's count to 10. Ready? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. Same thing, breathe in. Breathe out, turn, and count to 10. Ready? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, y'all, so now the very last stretch we're gonna do kind of involves somewhere between the lower and upper body, and it's more in your midsection, right? So what we're gonna do is actually lay down on our stomach, just like this. And using our arms, we're gonna slowly push up like this and create this nice arch in our back, okay? If you could imagine, your back is not gonna be super crazy arched, but it is arched just slightly, right? Especially near your chest range. So if you could push up like this and look up, breathe in, breathe out, and same thing, let's count to 10. Ready? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, nice job, y'all. You are now ready to start executing your inverts. Make sure you do these stretches every single practice, especially if you're practicing inverts, to really start preparing to do the invert, of course, but also to eventually get deeper and deeper inverts. We got to get rid of all these handstand inverts. I can't stand these handstand freezes. People are like, oh, I did an invert, but it really was just a handstand. Make sure that you practice these stretches so that you can get rid of your handstand inverts, right? We don't want to do those anymore. We want to continue practicing. It really doesn't take too much effort, but if you consistently practice, you're all gonna get there. All right, thank you for watching, and if you want to support this channel for future videos, make sure you guys click on the links below on my Patreon account. You can follow it as a supporter, or you could hop into one of my online classes. You could also purchase one of these shirts. You could get it for a present, for your mom, your dad, your little brother, your little sister, your little cousin, whoever you want, and of course by pressing the like and subscribe button. All right, hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.